Hello, Karen. I am so thrilled as always to see you. Happy last or I just did the thing that I said I would not do, which is talk about dates. So I'm just going to stop with that and just say, yay for spring. I will tell you that the trees are blooming in Bend. It is beautiful. It's still cold. It's like really, really sunny and gorgeous. But then you walk outside and you're
Mm.
like, oh shit, I need a parka. So anyway, happy that.
Oh, damn. That Katie. Wonderful as always to see you. So grateful to see you. Yeah, it's spring here. It was 80 degrees today.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It was 80 degrees. Karen, oh my God. I mean, what? That like makes me so weirdly aggressively happy for you. But like, but like actually for real, because like I'm still wearing, I mean, if you're on YouTube, you will see that I'm wearing a wool sweater and I am comfortable. I can't imagine 80 degrees. That's so beautiful and wonderful.
Yes.
I'm genuinely so happy for you. That's amazing. Has it been warm for a while now?
It was warm yesterday. It's warm today. I think we've got one more day. I mean, this is the time of year in Chicago, right? When it's 80. Oh my
Yes.
God, this is amazing. And then there are flurries next week.
Yeah.
We're all gonna get sick. I feel like the downer part of this is I am also irrationally happy. It is sunny, it is beautiful, things are blooming. It's so warm outside when you walk, that warm air hits you, and then the wheels fall off and it's fucking cold again, and then we all get sick because of the temperature change. So I don't know.
Totally, totally. It's just like a very moody time of year
Yes.
in every part of the world, I think, or at least in the northern hemisphere at the moment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Well, Southern Hemisphere, right, is about to go into winter,
that's
so
true. So maybe it's just moody. We're just in a mood. The
I don't
world is
know.
in a mood. Okay, so I'm also in a mood. This is a very hard, not at all segue. But I have to talk to you about my Stanley thermos right now because Karen, okay, so do you have yours? Yes.
In unison. Oh
I
God.
love it. We moved at the same pace. Okay, so here's the thing. So for the people who have
Oh
not listened
God.
to last our last episode, Karen and I have matching Stanley thermoses. So basically it's a 64-ounce thermos. It has a really nice straw. It's awesome. I'm loving it. Okay, but here's the thing. So I went and visited a friend. I'm pretty sure she doesn't listen to this pod, and I'm not trying to shame her. And she did not have a Stanley, but she had a thermos with a straw in it. And so when I was visiting her a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, I'm like, I've never really had a thermos with a straw. How do you clean the straw? Like, do you get one of those teeny tiny straw cleaners? And she looked at me and she's like, clean the straw? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, I've never cleaned the straw. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to move on to the next topic. Like, I just didn't like, I don't know. It was just a normal question, but also I think she felt totally shamed. So anyway, so when I purchased my Stanley, I got on Amazon a 5 pack of those little, straw cleaners. Okay, so here's the thing. I have now cleaned my Stanley all of one time because I'm really going after my friend's guidance and like I'm getting better than just never cleaning it. And so I'm going to clean it once a week. That's my idea. But here's the thing. I am tasting soap, Karen.
Ooh, no way.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's a hint of soap. I'm like, do I want soap with
Just-
my with my electrolytes? I'm like, am I okay with it? I think I am because I love my Stanley so much, but also is it
Yeah.
because of the straw cleaner? I know this is gripping combo, people. I hope we did not lose everyone. But can we talk about your Stanley cleanliness routine because I would really love
Yeah.
some tips.
It's funny. I just scrubbed mine yesterday because I realized that I did not. Yeah. I scrubbed it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have a straw cleaner, I will tell you. And I really just I'm somewhere between you and your friend, to be honest with you. I'm a Dawn power wash stan.
Nice.
I clean everything with Dawn power wash at this point in my life.
Down. I've never known about the power wash. I know Dawn, of course, but I don't know power
Oh my
wash.
God, it's a spray.
That is brilliant.
Oh no. And literally, there is no surface in my home that I will not try to clean with
Oh,
Dawn Power Wash.
wow. This
Not
is so
sponsored.
okay. Well, it should be.
Not
Dawn,
sponsored.
contact us. Also, Stanley, contact us. We're waiting for our $1 million check.
Oh my
Thank
God,
you.
hello.
Hello. Okay, so you Dawn power washed
Both
your
ends, right? And I
yes,
try to get the tip of the spot. Sometimes I wear lipstick, so I clean that part of it.
right.
But I don't. Eh, if y'all don't hear from me again, it's because I caught something from my Stanley straw. It's fine.
I actually am starting to think that I just shouldn't clean my straw. Like that's like
You definitely should. Oh
I
God.
don't want to taste like suds, you know? I tried. I don't know. I don't know. I'll report
I
back in
mean,
another week. This is Stanley sagas.
yes. I mean, let us know. Try some Dawn Power Wash. You might like the taste of it. They have flavors. I've Oh yeah, no.
Really?
Yes, I had the apple. They have apple scented. At wintertime they had this very unhinged like, oh my gosh, what's a like pine
Oh,
scent? It
interesting.
was very specific that I could smell upstairs when I used it. Like it was really strong.
It was an air freshener.
Right. It was
And
like, oh
well,
damn.
here's when you first started this and you were like, there are a lot of flavors. I love that because I was like, oh my gosh, are we supposed to be tasting this? Also, how cool would it be if there were flavors of Dawn Power Wash, like chocolate chip cookie dough? Here for it. I'm here for that. That sounds disgusting to wash something with, but legit, I would totally not care if I was drinking some Dawn chocolate chip cookie dough right now.
Oh my God, I'm dead. So I will say I think it's shower gel exclusively maybe, but like Crumble Cookie has like a partnership with some cleanser brand that you can get Crumble Cookie scented slash perhaps flavored. I'm not here to judge, like shower gel.
Are you serious?
I saw it at
This is
Target. Maybe
so
not that I've been to
interesting.
Target. Not that I've been to Target recently, but
Are we anti-Target right now?
no, I did the Easter, the Lenten Target fast, and I feel like I'm holding strong. I'm very proud of myself.
I have completely missed giving
I
up
mean,
Target for Lent. Oh my gosh, Karen, can you please inform? What does this
oh,
mean? Oh
yeah.
shit, this is serious. Okay, please let me
Well,
know. Oh
oh my gosh,
no.
no, I mean, it's like, I feel like it kept showing up in my Instagram feed. All the mad black people on my Instagram feed were like, we're not fucking with Target. We're not going to Target. Give up Target for Lent. And so literally, people are boycotting Target. Like their walk-in sales, I forget how much it's down, but like a lot of why are you fucking with us, Target? A lot of black people Target shop at Target. I mean, we shop everywhere, but because the cuts to their DEI program, because of the cuts to
Oh.
their, they hadn't signed the 15% pledge, which was a pledge to have 15% of your products be black owned. They hadn't signed it, but they had made a lot of progress. They also make a lot of money on their Pride merch. And so to get
Mm.
rid of their programs that ensure DEI in their hiring and their sourcing was shitty. And yeah, that's why.
Thank you for explaining that. I am also inspired to
Oh my
boycott
gosh.
Target. I don't really go to Target very much, but at the
Oh.
same time, only because I shop at Amazon, which is the worst, worst. But also thank you for explaining that because I definitely had not heard about this, and that is so important. And what the fuck, Target? Target is supposed to be like this.
I know. I know. I really, it's very, I feel a way about it. I feel like it's funny because Costco doubled down on their DEI pledges. So I feel like
Oh,
I also saw a lot of people like posting the videos of themselves like frolicking through the aisles of Costco. Right?
I love that. I love that so much. Good to know. I do not have a
Yeah.
Costco membership, and I actually have a new Costco near my house, so I should get one.
Oh, I love
Mm,
Costco.
it is pretty great. It really overwhelms me. I don't know what it is. I feel very Honey I Shrunk the Kids when I walk into that place. I seriously walk in and I'm like, I am so overwhelmed. I feel like I'm in an airplane hangar. Like that's what I always feel.
Yes.
It's really, I don't know what it is sensory wise. Like it's a lot for me. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's my place, but at the same time, love that they have robust DEI programs. Also, Karen, I know we have a very short time today, but I kind of really want to talk to you about something that is
Yes.
kind of like a bee in my bonnet right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So I have not. I know there's been some chatter about this, but I actually have not looked it up very much. I've only seen a couple headlines. Um, can we please talk about the Blue Origin?
Oh God.
Okay, here. Okay, you probably know way more about this than I do in terms of like the seeming blowback about this. But for people who don't know what we're talking about, Jeff Bezos and his company, Blue Origin, who takes people in rocket ships into space, whatever. It's like space travel for tourists that are gazillionaires. Anyway, they did something where they had like, I think it was 7 or 8 women who were on their rocket. This is like a week and a half ago. I don't know, Karen. It just rubbed me the wrong way in like a real way. Like I was like, I'm not mad, but I'm like, huh? Like, huh? What? What the fuck? And I don't know why, but I'm like, why is
Mm.
this bugging me? So, do you
Oh.
have feelings about the Blue Origin thing? I don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't, why are we focused on this space travel
Mm.
for tourists? What is happening when all of programs are getting cut? I don't know. I feel like I sound very whiny right now, and I just would love to stop talking and hear everything you have to say.
Oh my gosh. Please don't stop talking. Okay, so I'm looking over here, YouTube. I'm looking over to the side because I'm trying to find the Instagram post from the 19th about the history of women in space. Like, if
Okay.
we're really going to talk about women in space, let's talk about actual fucking astronauts, scientists who have spent their lives studying and earning a place on rockets to do whatever the fuck people do on rockets and when they land on planets, rather than,
Totally.
like you said, what seems to be a giant publicity stunt.
Massive publicity stunt. Meanwhile, all
So,
of the women were in full glam. I'm not even mad about them being in glam. You know what? They should feel good about themselves. I'm not here to shit on women ever. And I just don't understand what this was. I don't get
okay, let's see.
it.
Uh, mm, uh, First all-woman crewed flight since a solo mission in 1963. And so the 19th News Instagram account, please visit, has this great carousel of the women who built space travel. And it's, again, as the deck on this is, as astronauts, engineers, and mathematicians, women have been pioneers in aerospace for over 100 years.
Okay.
That's badass. Let's have that conversation.
Totally.
So I agree with you. It is I mean, I agree with you about being like feeling a way about the juxtaposition of this, like, look what we're doing for women. And oh, by the way, we're removing women from federal documents.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And our right to choose is no longer like what? Like this I know I mean ugh. Like Katy Perry, come on.
oh
What?
my gosh. I have enjoyed the memes of Gail's face. Of
Oh
oh
God, what
no, Gail has some serious buyer's remorse. Like the meme of
does
the
she really?
oh yeah, no, you can her face is like, what the fuck am I doing right now?
Oh
Like, yeah,
no.
it's pretty great. Okay, wait. Let me
Oh.
see if I can find one to describe to you. Gail King. Oop, Gail King space first search result.
Like, why do I feel a certain way? I can't really put my finger on what I
Mm.
feel. I'm like, kind of like, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I think I'm
Mm.
annoyed. I don't want Jeff Bezos in my news feed. I think that's really what it is. Also, I'm giving to Jeff Bezos whenever I buy off Amazon. I realize I am a hypocrite, people. I don't know. It just feels weird.
I will admit I don't know. Literally, I know so little about that, other than the fact that I know we had that great Instagram post that did really well, and that we really highlighted the fact that like that I mean, also I wonder how much of it is this idea that yes, these were not scientists, these were not mathematicians, these were not engineers, and it's promoting this idea that girls are just cute. Like you said, they're in full glam. They, oh my God, girls, we're going in a rocket ship. Right? Okay. I don't know about the crew. Like, I don't want to discount. It sounds like, the crew was all females too. I don't know. I'm with you. It's annoying.
Yeah. Also, Gale in space is just like the pictures. It's just
Just Google Gail King and space comes up, and oh yeah, no, I'm looking at these now, and she's having some second thoughts.
oh boy. My guess is she probably wants to just like sweep it under the rug. Like, let's just move on, CBS this morning. Let's just talk about anything else. I don't know. Ugh. I don't know. I feel icky about it. Anyway, okay. So
Mm.
That's not really fair. I just do. And so that's yeah. Okay, but let's move on to our fabulous topic that was entirely your idea, Karen. So
Oh
please
no.
take
Oh
it
my
away.
God.
I love this.
Oh, okay. So we're doing a combo, yes.
Yes.
I do think we should save affirmations for another day because I'm
Okay,
very
let's do
curious
it.
about that one.
Great idea.
The idea of this is a combo of two ideas, which is save space in your mind when the world is on fire and self-soothing strategies. And I thought of this because as I described to you earlier, Katie, like something very jarring happened yesterday for me, and I was so shaken, like literally shaken by it, like was shaking and super freaked
Mm.
out. Like I just had this like very visceral, like physical reaction to it, and I was so freaked out. And then I had to go to bed, and I was like, I have to sleep. Like I've not been sleeping well. Like I actually like physically have to give my brain and my body a rest, and I don't know how to do that. And
Yeah.
it just made me realize, like I said to you earlier, like that I don't have an emotional or a mental touchstone for when this kind of thing happens. Like I feel like some people are really good at grounding themselves, and when they get like activated or triggered or upset or something's going on, they're able to like count their breaths or meditate or count clouds or think of a happy memory or watch stand up on YouTube. Like I wish that I had it made me realize like I really need to be intentional about because bad
Yeah.
shit's gonna keep happening. What the fuck? So what are my strategies? What are my go-tos when I just gotta calm down?
Totally. Like how do we like soothe our nervous system? I'm so sorry, first of all, Karen,
Mhm.
that anything that
No.
was jarring would have happened in your sphere. And I hate that that happened to you. And I hate that it was disturbing to your sleep. I mean,
Yeah.
when you were experiencing this, like, when you were lying in bed trying to sleep, was there anything that helped you? Or did you finally just fall asleep of pure exhaustion? Or did you fall asleep at all?
I did, and according to my Aura ring, again, Knox Boxer, my sleep was good
Oh,
last night. I know.
okay.
So I climbed into bed very early. Um, I was very intentional about thinking I have to get some sleep,
Yeah.
right? No, this is not like just a normal wind down. Like I really have to prioritize getting some sleep. So I did put on the Calm Rain on Leaves, the LeBron James extended mix Rain on Leaves,
Nice.
and I
Nice.
put it in
Yes.
headphones. So it was like I have these like Shocks headphones that are like you put them over your ear and whatever. I don't know.
Perfect.
They're very
They're
yeah, they're
comfortable.
great. Yes,
Oh,
yes, they're
good.
comfortable to sleep in.
Okay, good.
And I did try to count breaths, and I did fall asleep. Every time I woke up, I mean, my mind was just spinning, but then I just tried to like, yo, man, I mean, I have a full day today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. I'm so glad that you finally got enough sleep that the Aura ring said you had quality sleep. That really makes me happy. I mean, honestly, that's a little plug for the Aura ring because even if you like wake up and you're like, "Ooh, I don't know." Like if the Aura ring is like, "Oh yeah, you're good." It might is that like a placebo effect of your maybe not even placebo, but what I'm trying to say is like is it helpful to you to get that feedback that like, "Ooh, I did sleep well."
1,000%. And, I know I've mentioned before, so you get a sleep score and you get a readiness score.
Yes, the readiness score.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 recommend Aura Ring because, I mean, really, that readiness score is, like I've said, is so helpful. And my readiness today was okay.
Wow.
I did get a note that said, tracking a pattern of something disturbing my sleep.
Mm.
So it's just like, I mean, do you want to set to rest mode so that you can chill out today? And I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. But so my scores were good. And it did note that like I'm having this spike of some other stuff.
Yes, Aura is still aware of your
Yes.
experiences, but also not shaming you for them. I love that. I love that.
Yes.
Okay, I love this topic so much as I love all of your topics. And I actually, the first thing that came to my mind for me was I was recently in a situation where I felt as though I needed to act a certain way, like very
Mm,
together, very kind of just like, like I have it together, I'm in a good mood, whatever it is. And I didn't feel that internally.
mm.
And so I was like, okay, like I was in a kind of a group setting where it was just I was needing to like hold it together and I wasn't really able to get out of it, or at least I didn't think I could. And so what I did was I actually looked on my desk. I was at in a meeting and I held a couple crystals that were sitting on my desk.
Mm.
And that actually helped me a ton. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I actually have several crystals in my house. And because of these types of incidents and or like experiences, I used to carry crystals in my pockets, Karen, like all the time. And then I would put my hands in my pockets. No one would even know I'd be holding the crystal. And it actually would be very calming for me. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to start doing that. So I started doing that. I like,
Mm.
started seeing a new therapist recently. I started, doing that, like just holding my hands in my pockets. And it like, I think that's one thing that is very self-soothing to me is like to
Mm.
just channel my energy into, I mean, I've tried tapping, I've tried other stuff, but like really kind of an external object that I can hold, like that's definitely something that's helpful. And I actually have those crystals now on my bedside table, and I've had them on there for like the past week and a half. And it's actually, I'm hoping it's helping. Yeah, like I think they do help. I mean, I believe in the power of crystals and all that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it so much. I won't tell the story because it's a little long, but I also have a collection of crystals on my desk and I just put them back after not having them on my desk since I moved into this house. And so,
Yes.
yeah,
It's
I
so
agree
helpful.
about it really is. I mean, I know I've told this story on the pod about I used to wear I for 5 months straight wore a crystal in my bra to work every day.
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, that is such a deep cut. You have not mentioned this in like
Selenite.
3 years at least.
Oh my
Selenite,
God.
yes.
Well, I mean, we're not talking like a small, it was like a big honking. I committed to it, but I wanted a very specific outcome and I achieved it.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, no, I wanted my boss to go.
Wow.
To go. Please just let her go. And she did go
She
in 5 months. Hmm.
did. It's entirely the selenite, honestly. I mean, truly though, Karen, like those types of manifestations are so
Mm.
real though. They're so powerful. Oh my God, I love that. I don't think I've ever like used a crystal to like channel something like that. That's such a great
Mm.
idea. I need to do that. I just use crystals of like, help me feel better, please. Just I don't have any like real specific words. I'm just like, please be a balm for my soul. Thank you. Thank you, Crystal.
Yes.
Yeah. I had an instance, I don't know if I've told this on the pod before, but this is years ago. I was in New York and I got COVID and the city flooded, and I'm pretty sure that I
That's right.
yeah. And then I'm pretty sure that I was actually, I know I recorded at least one with you at that point, Karen, where I was like sick as hell and oh my gosh. So my friend Cherie was going to meet me that day and she knew I was going through this bad time.
Mm.
she I was like, I can't meet you, Sheree. I can't. Like, I'm gonna give you COVID. And like, I love her. And I was like, she's like, okay, fine. Where is your Airbnb? I'm sending an Uber because I have something that I want the Uber to deliver to you. And I was like,
Oh,
what? And I was like, I don't even know. Is that a thing? Do Ubers deliver things? And she's like, yeah. So she's like, hold on.
stop it.
Here's the link. So I'm watching this Uber and I'm like, I don't even know. Is she sending me food? No, no, Karen. She sent me 3 crystals. That's what
Uh,
it was.
I love
Three
her.
crystal. I love her.
Oh, I love that
I
so.
seriously was so touched. I was so touched. And this was like a
Yeah.
normal Uber driver. This wasn't, she literally called an Uber. There isn't like a courier service. Like it was just, I was like, oh, and he was like, here you go, ma'am. And it was like this tiny little package. And I was like, what the heck? And I opened it and I like almost started crying. Like I was like, this is so powerful. And one of those crystals is one of the ones that I've been using
Mhm.
in my pockets. And it's interesting because I feel like these self-soothing techniques, they are things that I've used in the past, but they're
Mhm.
definitely things that I forget. And I was having a conversation with
Yes.
someone else recently and they were like, "Oh yeah, well, once I tried the self-soothing thing and I do it and then I feel great and then I immediately forget all of my self-soothing techniques." And it's like, "Oh right, no, I actually know this shit. Like I just have to remind myself."
Yes. No, 1,000%. That is also what this conversation is about. It's about like I know, I feel like I know up to a point of me being upset how to soothe myself, but this was like 9 out of 10.
Oh,
And that's when I mean, I just didn't, maybe not a 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10, 8.5. I don't know. It
Like
just,
rough.
yeah, right. Like just the normal, my normal kind of, this is how I'm going to wind down, or this is kind of how I'm going to whatever, wasn't going to cut it. And I feel like it was helpful as I'm thinking about it that it took a couple different things. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't just one. Yes. I forget, like in addition to the stuff with Calm, I also journaled. I have a CBD pen. Took a couple hits off of that.
Nice.
A little sleep CBD pen. So yeah, it's a combination of things. And I think that's also important for me to remember that like it's not always gonna just be one thing.
Totally. I mean, the fact that you even tried those things in that moment is so incredible. Like, I really do applaud you for having the peace of mind to even
Mm,
go there. I definitely think that's itself being able to like acknowledge, like, hey, I need help. Okay, what is it that I need? Like, I think for
mm,
me, sometimes I unfortunately can fall into like paralysis and like I'm just like in a fetal position and I'm like, oh
I
shit, like,
know.
what do I do? Like, it's kind of scary, honestly, sometimes.
Yes. Oh, it is. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I feel like the fetal position for me is this like ball of stress in my chest, and I just don't know how to like I want to understand it better so I can understand how to, right? Like kind of dissolve it. And like I think another thing I'm remembering that worked is I thank God had therapy last night.
Oh, thank goodness. That's
I know.
wonderful.
I thank God had therapy. And one of the things she said to me was, "What does your intuition tell you?"
Ooh, that's beautiful.
And that was also very soothing because
Wow.
it gave me a chance to like really tap into it, and that like really, like we talked about, I think it might even have been last week, like not tapping into a place of panic or a trauma response, but like, this idea of this like deep knowing, like what is that deep knowing? And like making decisions from that place has been very comforting.
Yeah, that's so incredible. Oh, I love that you had therapy last night. And it's like that question of like that you asked last week of like, is it a trauma response or is it my intuition? Whew, I'm still noodling on that. I don't know. Like, but you're right. The deep knowing is like a different voice. Like it's a different
Yes.
energy. It's a more calm, grounded experience.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Well, and it takes, I think it's also that if you have to really think about it, now I'm coming up with this in real time. If you have to really think about it, it's probably intuition
Hmm.
because a trauma response feels more immediate to
That's
me,
true. That's true.
you
It's
know?
like I'm just pissed. I'm just like whatever. Like I'm just, like you just kind of like you're just like knee jerk, right? Like or like
Yes.
whatever it is, or I'm just really mad or like
Yes.
whatever. Like yeah, it
Ooh.
it's the reacting versus responding or the respond like that whole thing. Like yeah, that's
Mm.
so true. I think intuition also is a little bit more clear than trauma response can just feel like, I don't know, at least for me, it's like almost like TV fuzz. It's just
Who remembers? Raise your hand if you're old enough to remember TV fuzz
exactly. I know that is
when TV went off.
when TV just stopped and there were no other screens. There was nothing else to do.
Oh
Literally
my God, literally.
play a board game. Yeah, play some shoots and ladders, people.
Oh
Come
my
on. Like,
gosh.
let's play some Uno here. Like, let's just,
I was thinking solitaire.
yeah, exactly. Stare at a wall. Exactly. Just, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I was having a conversation today about like, my friend asked me, she's like, what habits do you want to start that would really help? How did she say it? She was so articulate. I'm definitely botching it, but basically, like, what habits would you like to begin that would really enhance your life? And I was like,
Oh.
oh, damn. Oh, and I immediately, like, when she asked me, it was like a it wasn't like a joke question. It was like a real question. And I was like, turning my phone off at 8 p.m. That's literally what I
Oh.
said. And she was like, oh, great. And I was like, okay, fine. 8:30, 8:30. Like, I was like, 8:30. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Because I used to not ever sleep with my phone in my bedroom, but I've gotten into Insight Timer, Karen. I have to tell you, I've been cheating on Tamara.
Mm.
I have.
Just this is your place to just lay this confession down,
Thank
Katie.
you. I appreciate the acceptance. I am now into Insight Timer and I
Ooh,
am
insight
loving it.
timer.
It's like I'm actually, so I will lay in bed. When I wake up, the first thing I do is I grab my phone and then I lay in bed and I like look in their search bar for like morning meditation. And then I will like listen to a morning meditation or a
Ooh.
morning inspiration or morning energy or morning reset. You can use all different kinds of words. Anyway, they have like a gazillion different people, and I'm finding it really, really calming. But here's the thing, it's my phone. So I'm like, okay, I do need to sleep in the same room as my phone because I don't even want to get up to get my phone in a different room. So anyway, my friend who
Mm.
I is telling this whole 8:30 thing to, she was like, oh, well, do you ever use the sleep function on your phone? And I was like, what? I was like, I don't even know what that is. And she's like, yeah, you can just set it to when you want to power down and it won't send you any notifications. And I was like, what? Like, is that a thing? I thought I was going to have to put it manually on airplane mode at 6:30 or at 8:35 because who are we kidding? But yeah, like, Karen, did you know about the sleep mode? I'm sure everyone knew about the sleep mode.
I guess, and I guess I did know about the sleep mode. I've certainly never used it, so please don't feel like a boomer. I've never
Okay.
used it, and
Thank you.
I do know that you can also set it. I have a Samsung, so don't ask me about this, but I think iPhone let you choose a selection of people who, if they call or text you 3 times in a row, it gives you a notification.
Okay, I'm fine with that. But I kind of don't even really want that, actually. Like, I kind of am just like, you know what? If something happens after 8:30, like, no, I'm
Mm.
just kidding, kind of, but not really.
I mean, I'm also what I wrote. The note I wrote to myself was like, I don't know if you have any home assistants of the Google or Alexa
Oh,
variety.
Alexa, I do not.
Oh, I'm just wondering also if you could, if Insight Timer has like a partnership so that you could put your phone somewhere else, but ask Google to play your morning
Oh,
meditation.
that's such a good idea.
I don't know.
Wow, that's an amazing idea. Thank you, Karen. I'm not sure. I'm like kind of nervous to have one of those situations. Do you
I
have one?
completely understand. Oh yeah, I have little Googles all over my house. She turns on my lights, she turns off my lights, she turns on the fan when I get hot at night, she turns it off.
Oh, I love this for you. She's your personal assistant.
She is. Oh my gosh. I really like the fan game changer. Game changer
Wow.
for a
Wow.
postmenopausal lady. Oh yeah.
Okay, I think I need to do a deep dive on this in a different episode because I have actually a lot of questions about how that even works. How do you hook that up? Anyway, I just realized that it's like
Oh,
we have been talking.
yes.
How did that even happen? I thought we were going to only I don't think that time is right. Anyway, friends,
Oh,
time flies. It
when
really
you're having a good
does.
time.
When you're having an amazing time, thank you, Karen, so much. And
Thank
thank you,
you.
everyone, for listening. And we'll see y'all next week.